All right. We seem to be afoot. Let me just pull this up on the computer over here. All right. We seem to be good to go. All right, yeah. Give me a moment. All right. Sorry if I be right back intermittently here. But yeah, we are back here streaming, and we are once again doing a Big Brother Brantsteele. On this one, we could really go any route, any season format, any cast concept that y'all want. So just start shooting me ideas in chat here. Hello, SZ Love Gymnastics 21. That is a long name. Hello, Karen Blue. Yeah, just shoot me some suggestions, like cast concept, like what type of cast you want to be, what season you want the format to be based on, just who you want on the season in general. Like, I'm down for anything here. You want the format to be... Oh, I'm seeing multiple people asking for a Season 18 simulation format here. That is kind of tricky to do with returnee season, because it's based around the concept of 4 people being returnees. I'd be down to run Season 16, like RS Martinez said. You're saying 18 too? Alright. We'll make it work. Alright. So, we're doing BB18 as the season format. You love season 13, Cameron. Alright. So we've got 16, 18, 13, all those possibilities here. You know what? I can just throw all of these formats into a wheel. BB13, BB16, BB18. Anyone got any other like season formats you'd want to see for the simulation? BB19, BB11, BB14. Alright. And then we'll just throw in the template. And I'll throw in BB9. Oh yeah, 19 doesn't have a simulation in this. So let's throw in BB21, BB15. Alright. We've got a ton of season formats in here. And you know what? Let's toss in a couple more. BB10. What else? And, you know, that's enough on formats. Here's all the formats in a wheel. Oh, BB8, BB6. Okay. That's it. That's it. We're done. So, which of these 12 formats will prevail? Oh, 7. Alright. Toss one more in there. There we go. Shuffle it up. The format that this season will go on is BB15. I'll give you the bad format to go with. 16 house guests and MVP each week. Works for me. BB15. Alright. So now we need to get some house guests. Now we can do this anyway. We could just do anyone you want. We could do second chances. We could do all, not all winners. But yeah, we can go with whatever. Evil Dick, alright. Danny. Boogie, you, but sure. Janelle. Let's just throw customary. Kaser, Jeff, Casey, which Cody slime? Paul, BB19 Cody, okay. Chicken George, sure. I've already got Dan. All of the Codys, okay. Oh no, Jackson. Josh. Tyler. I see recognize. Julie Chen, sure. She's in here. Nicole A. David. Throw Nicole F in there too. Gina Marie, alright. Amanda McCrae. Davon. Cliff. We're throwing all of BB21 in here, aren't we? Zach Rance. I've already got Derek. Diane Henry. Frankie. Ian. Oh, let's throw Frank. James. Which James? Which James? Gotta clarify. Amber. Tommy. Which James? There are multiple. All of the Jameses, alright. Crazy James. Which Kevin? I'm not throwing all of BB21 in here, I'm sorry. Jason. I'll throw Kevin Campbell. Kevin B19. I'll throw them both on, why not? Angela. Devin. I support Devin. I'm not sure if that choice is wise just yet. We will see depending on this cast. I've already got Cody. Let's throw Jessica Graff. Rennie. Joey. Keisha. Libra. Brittany. Rachel BB6. Dark horse pick there. Big Meech. June. Allison. Christmas. Liz. Julia. I've already got Ian. Howie. James Ryan. Hardy. I've already got Frank. I've already got Vanessa. You're alright, JC. Eric Stein. Enzo. Alright, I think... Alright, Memphis. Glenn. Cameron. Jody. Hayden. Jerry. Willie. Audrey. I'm just gonna throw a couple on here. Bailey. Victor. Caitlin. Corey. Rockstar. Haley. Becky. I've got Amanda. Swaggy. Shima. Brett. Winston. Donnie. I've already got Zach. Helen. Alright. I'm cutting it there. That's 82. Only 16 are making it. I'm cutting it there. I'm cutting it there. Okay, fine. Alyssa. Caleb. I've got Chilltown. I'm done. I'm done. I've already got Daniel Reyes. We're done. We're done. I've got Cody. We're done. 84 on this wheel. Only 16 are going into the house. Here we go. The first member of the cast. Actually, wait, I forgot to shuffle it. I forgot to shuffle it. That's my bad. I forgot to shuffle it. Now we go. First pick is Vanessa. Next up, Ian. We're getting some good picks off the bat. Oh wait, no. There we go. Next. Whoosh, you're a bit behind, by the way. Chicken George! Okay. Ooh, Angela, that was very close to Howie. Oh, wrong wheel. Angela. This cast is shaping up to be pretty good. I'm not behind. Everyone else is ahead by quite a bit. Jerry. Alright. James. This cast is shaping up to be great. Up next, Memphis. We already got Jerry. Rachel BB6. Hayden Moss. Josh. Only one more male spot left. And it goes to Cameron. Give me one moment. Andrew, Brett is already on the wheel. If y'all want to veto Cameron, I'm down to veto Cameron. But you only get one veto for the whole cast. So, yeah. Veto Cameron, got it. I can't guarantee anyone else will replace him. Corey! That's what you wanted, right? You wanted Corey. Corey's on the cast. Yay! Good job. Alright, so now only females getting on the cast from here on. You missed out on Victor. You missed out on Kevin. You missed out on Crazy James. Rachel Riley is on. So now we're going to have to use Rachel P and Rachel R. Great. Christmas. Just 1 second. The clapping is getting annoying, so I turned it off. Liz! Liz is here. 2 more spots. Who will take them? Caitlin! Cameron, Carlos, this is Brantsteele. Basically, it just lets you simulate a Big Brother season by just putting some people in a cast and clicking through some pages. Easy as that. Brantsteele.com. One spot left. You know what? Just for fairness, for this last spin, we're reshuffling. Anyone has a shot. Danielle Reyes takes the final spot. Here is our 16-person cast. I would not rather have Rennie. I'll just say that much, Marco. Cameron, I've already said it. This site is Brantsteele.com. Let me just take a quick moment to set up relationships, and then we'll get going here. Alright. Who added her to the wheel? It was far back. Let me look. SZ Love Gymnastics added Christmas to the wheel. Who added Jackson? I forget. But with someone. Alright. Profiles, I don't think I need to edit too much. Christmas. I'll just put great physical. Corey can be average. Danielle Reyes. Chicken Giorgio. Sounds about right.
You got one with like 6, right?
I'm doing BB17. Alright, that's fine. I think everything's fine here, besides maybe Josh goes up on that. James goes up on that. Goes down on that. Alright, yeah. I think that's it. BB10 is already out there. I've definitely been considering doing BB6 though. That's definitely one that I'm thinking about doing. Alright, this is it. We could do that on a future stream. Or maybe even this stream if y'all want. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. 16 house guests. Only one will win. Rachel is the first HOH in an endurance comp. Oh wait, sorry. Rachel P. Not Rachel Riley. This is gonna get confusing, just like the Nicole and Nicole F thing. Rachel P. puts up Ian in Memphis. So now is where you come in. The MVP twist. All of you, who should get MVP? Go. One vote Liz, one vote Vanessa, one vote Corey, one vote Hayden. Liz, Vanessa, Corey, Hayden, Angela. Two votes Vanessa, two votes James. Okay, Vanessa has now gotten 4 votes. I'm gonna call it there. Vanessa gets MVP. Got easily the most votes there. Actually, wait, James might have gotten more there at the last second. Actually, no, never mind. Vanessa's got it. Vanessa puts up Rachel Riley. Alright. Well, power veto time. Anyway, I can zoom in. Oh, I could definitely zoom in. Give me a moment. There, that should be better. James wins the power of veto. And doesn't use it. Hayden votes to evict Ian. Corey votes to evict Ian. Caitlin votes to evict Rachel. Jerry votes to evict Ian. Liz votes to evict Ian. Josh votes to evict Ian. Chicken George votes to evict Ian. Daniel votes to evict Rachel. Nessa votes to evict Ian. Angela votes to evict Rachel. James votes to evict Rachel. Christmas votes to evict Rachel. So by a vote of 7 to 5 to 0, Ian, you've been evicted. A winner gets first boot. That's a move. Time for the next HOH. Angela wins the HOH competition. Nominates both the Rachels. It's the battle of the Rachels. Rachel P, Rachel R. Who is going home? Slime, I think the reason that Memphis got 0 votes is because 2 winners were on the block. So now, once again, who gets MVP? Rachel P, Vanessa, James, Angela, James, that's 2 votes James. That's 2 votes James, 2 votes Danielle. 3 votes Danielle. 3 votes James. 4 votes Danielle. 4 votes... Nope, that's 3 votes. Oh, everyone's doing it. It's official. Jerry is the MVP. Let's see how that works out. Puts up James. Cool. Veto time. Corey and Josh are picked to compete. The veto happens. Rachel P. wins yet another comp. Saves herself. And Hayden is the replacement nominee. So will it be Hayden, Rachel, or James? Corey votes Hayden. Josh votes James. Rachel votes Hayden. Memphis votes Rachel. 2-2-1. Oh, 2-1-1, sorry. Chicken George votes Hayden. Liz votes Hayden. Daniel Reyes votes Rachel. 4 votes Hayden, 2 votes Rachel, 1 vote James. Rachel. Jerry votes to evict James. No surprise there. Caitlin votes Rachel. And Christmas votes Rachel. Which means that by a vote of 5 to 5 to 1, we have a tie. And Angela's HOH will decide whether Rachel or James will go. Angela votes to evict. Rachel. Oh wait, no, it was 5-4-2. I miscounted. It wasn't a tie. It wasn't a tie. I'm dumb. It wasn't a tie. It was 5-4-2. Third HOH comp. Jerry wins HOH. Y'all want Jerry to have MVP last week? Well, now he has HOH this week. You want to see what he's gonna do? Puts up James and Josh. So now, who do you want to be the MVP? One Liz, 1 Christmas, 1 James, 1 Jerry, 1 Josh, 2 James, 3 James, 2 Jerry, 4 James, 5 James. Okay, I think we can call it there. 6 James. James is the MVP. Puts up Hayden. Angela and Liz are picked for the veto. Veto happens, and Josh wins the power of veto. Saves himself Christmas, the replacement nominee. So either James, Christmas, or Hayden will go right here. Corey votes Christmas. Memphis votes James. Rachel P. votes Christmas. Danielle votes Christmas. Chicken George votes Christmas. Angela votes Christmas. 5-1. Josh votes James. Caitlin votes Christmas. Liz votes Christmas. Vanessa votes Christmas. So by a vote of 8 to 2 to 0 in a backdoor Christmas, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Vanessa wins HOH. Nominates Caitlin and Corey. So now, the first 3 nominations you put in chat will be your 3 nomination choices. Go. Caitlin. Oh wait, no, that's not an option. Jerry, 1. James. These are people you are nominating, by the way. Danielle, deal. See, your nomination choices are Jerry, James, and Danielle. Good job, guys. I stated it clearly. The first 3 people you say in chat will be your nomination choices. America has nominated Jerry. Caitlin wins the veto and uses it herself. Chicken George is the replacement nominee. Danielle votes Corey. Hayden votes Corey. Rachel votes Corey. Memphis votes Chicken George. Josh votes Chicken George. Caitlin votes Chicken George. 3-3. James votes Chicken George. Angela votes Chicken George. Liz votes Chicken George. So by a vote of 6-3-0, Chicken George, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Backdoored. Wow. James wins HOH. That's what you wanted, right? James is HOH. Nominates Josh and Jerry. The first 3 people you put in chat are your nomination choices. Go. Caitlin. Hayden. Liz. Hello, Xander. So Caitlin, Hayden, and Liz are your 3 choices for nominations. In the end, Caitlin has been nominated for eviction. Rachel and Angela picked for the veto. Caitlin wins! Caitlin has won the veto. Meaning Hayden is the replacement nominee. So will it be Josh, Jerry, or Hayden going out the door? Liz votes Josh. Memphis votes Josh. Angela votes Hayden. Rachel votes Hayden. Corey votes Hayden. Danielle votes Josh. Caitlin votes Josh. Vanessa votes Josh. So by a vote of 5-3-0, Josh, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. We've made it to jury phase. Hayden wins the HOH. Nominates Angela and Corey. Interesting picks. Top 3 nomination choices. Go, go, go. First 3 in chat. Let's do it. Caitlin. Jerry. And Liz. So there's your 3. Caitlin, Jerry, Liz. By the way, you can thank Alex for putting Jerry up there. So America nominates Caitlin. James and Vanessa are picked for the veto. Hayden gets a cone of shame. James wins 50 Shades of Orange. Corey gets the Clownatard. Angela gets the Bahamas. Caitlin gets $5,000. And Vanessa wins the veto. And doesn't use it. Rachel votes Corey. Liz votes Caitlin. Memphis votes Corey. Danielle votes Corey. Jerry votes Corey. Vanessa votes Caitlin. James votes Caitlin. So by a vote of 4-3-0, Corey, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. And just like that, it's time for a double eviction. We're speeding through this one. Angela wins the HOH. Oh, by the way, MVP twist is over, so you don't need to worry about anyone accidentally putting Jerry up. Angela's HOH immediately puts up Hayden and Rachel. Jerry, Caitlin, Memphis are picked for the veto. Angela wins it. Uses it on Hayden. Looks to backdoor Vanessa. James votes Rachel. Hayden votes Rachel. Memphis votes Rachel. Caitlin votes Vanessa. Liz votes Rachel. Jerry votes Rachel. Danielle votes Vanessa. So by a vote of 5-2, Rachel, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. What a spectacularly failed plan by Caitlin. Vanessa wins the HOH. Ooh. Nominates Caitlin and Danielle. Jerry, Angela, Liz playing the veto. Vanessa wins it and doesn't use it. Angela votes Danielle. Hayden votes Caitlin. Liz votes Caitlin. Memphis votes Danielle. Jerry votes Danielle. James votes Caitlin. So for real this time, 3-3, we have a tie. Vanessa, as the head of household, you must cast the sole vote to evict. Vanessa votes to evict. Caitlin, it's official. Caitlin, you've been evicted from the Big Brother house. We're down to 9. Liz wins the HOH. Nominates Danielle and Memphis. Jerry, Hayden, Vanessa picked for the veto. Memphis wins the veto, saves himself. Liz names Hayden as the replacement nominee. Perry, I agree on that one. Angela votes Hayden. Jerry votes Hayden. Jerry votes Danielle, sorry. Memphis votes Danielle. James votes Hayden. 2-2 down to this final vote. Vanessa votes Danielle. So by a vote of 3-2, Danielle, you have been evicted. We're down to 7. Angela, Hayden, James, Jerry, Liz, Memphis, and Vanessa. The 4 jurors compete to return in the HOH comp. Corey, of all of these 4 options, is the one who returns. Hayden wins HOH. Hayden nominates Corey and Angela. Corey's back on the block immediately. Vanessa, James, Liz all compete in veto. Corey wins it. Corey wins the veto. Saves himself. Liz, the replacement nominee. Vanessa votes Angela. Memphis votes Liz. James votes Angela. Jerry votes Angela. Corey votes Liz. So by a vote of 3-2, Angela, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. During the HOH comp, Jerry and Memphis earn chicken suits for the week, and Liz wins HOH. Puts up Memphis and Hayden. James, Corey, Jerry compete in the veto. Hayden wins the veto. Bowl Arena. Uses it on himself. Corey, the replacement nominee. James votes Memphis. Vanessa votes Corey. Hayden votes Corey. Jerry votes Corey. So by a vote of 3-1, Corey, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. And it's time for the second double eviction. Hayden wins the HOH. Who's he going to nominate? Nominates Liz and Vanessa. Everyone gets to play in the veto. Vanessa wins the veto. Uses it on herself. James goes up. By a vote of 2-1, Liz, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Final 5. Hayden, James, Jerry, Memphis, and Vanessa. All of these people have made it to the final 3 before. James wins HOH. Nominates Hayden and Jerry. Vanessa wins the veto, doesn't use it, and by a vote of 2-0, Hayden, you've been evicted from the Big Brother house. Week 12, James, Jerry, Memphis, Vanessa, all still in the house. Vanessa wins HOH before or after. Nominates Memphis and Jerry. Memphis wins veto. James goes up as a replacement. And by a vote of 1-0, James, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. The final three is Jerry, Memphis, and Vanessa. America's heart was just ripped out of its chest. First part of the HOH goes to Memphis. Second part goes to Jerry. Third part goes to Jerry. Jerry is the final HOH, and he decides to evict Vanessa. Meaning our final two is Jerry and Memphis. Angela votes Memphis. Danielle votes Memphis. Caitlin votes Jerry. Vanessa votes Memphis. Rachel Plencher votes Jerry. Corey votes Memphis. Liz votes Jerry. That's 4 votes Memphis, 3 votes Jerry so far. Hayden votes Jerry. It's all gonna come down to this final vote. Congratulations, Memphis. You have won Big Brother by a vote of 5-4. America's favorite house guest is James. Hey, remember when this happened? The most comp wins, Vanessa by far. Tied for most HOH wins, easily most veto wins. Hayden was nominated 7 times and still made what, final 4? Wow. And he had 11 votes against him in the end. Alright. Don't leave yet. We have one more simulation to do that someone suggested earlier. So there it is. We are going to simulate Big Brother 22 and see if the boot list lines up to the actual thing in the end. Here we go. Alright, just making sure that's set to 9. And you know, let's keep everything random. Because haha funny. We'll even randomize the profiles. See how that works. Week 1. Alliances. Enzo, Memphis, and the Nicoles. Kevin and Nicole. Bailey and Tyler. Enzo, Memphis, and Nicole F. Enzo, Keisha, and Nicole A. That's alliances for sure. First HOH is Tyler. Hold on one moment. Okay, there we go. First HOH is Tyler. Nominates Nicole A. and Ian. Nicole F. David. Case are drawn for veto. Nicole A. wins the veto. Pulls herself off. The replacement nominee is Janelle. Oh no. Not Ian first boot again. Bailey votes Ian. Christmas votes Ian. Cody votes Ian. Davon votes Janelle. Danny votes Ian. David votes Janelle, 4-2. Enzo votes Ian. Kaser votes Janelle, 5-3. Keisha votes Ian. Kevin votes Ian, that's 7. Janelle, Ian. So by a vote of 8-5, Ian once again first boot. Wow. Okay then. Next HOH is Kevin. Who nominates Tyler and Kaser. Sounds about right, honestly. Sounds about right. Janelle, Enzo, Keisha are going to play in veto. Enzo wins the veto. And does not use it. I like you, Kaser, but I would like to see Tyler leave. Wow, real upfront on that one, Enzo. Keisha breaks something from David. Keisha and Christmas are bonding. David finds Davon creepy. Ooh. That crush is coming off a little too strong, huh, Davon? Bailey votes Kaser. Christmas votes Kaser. Cody votes Kaser. Davon votes Kaser. Danny votes Tyler. David votes Kaser. Enzo votes Kaser. Janelle votes Kaser. It's official. Memphis votes Tyler. Nicole A votes Tyler. Nicole F votes Tyler. By a vote of 8-4, Kaser, you've been evicted. Nicole leaves the alliance with Enzo and Memphis. And Janelle wins the third HOH. That would have been good to happen in reality. That would have been really fun to happen in reality. Janelle nominates Tyler and David. Janelle draws houseguest choice, picks Cody, Christmas, Enzo also drawn. Janelle wins veto and doesn't use it. Tyler flips Nicole's mattress. Memphis makes an inappropriate comment. Danny and Cody bond. Bailey votes David. Christmas votes David. Cody votes David. Davon votes David. Danny votes Tyler. Enzo votes Tyler. Keisha votes David. Kevin votes Tyler. Memphis votes Tyler. Nicole votes Tyler. And Nicole F votes Tyler. So by a vote of 6-5, Tyler, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. What a vote. Remember, Tyler, put on your mask and stay 12 feet away from Julie at all times. Next HOH is Kevin. Interesting. I'm contemplating on timing that out. Talon, quick warning on that one. KC nominates Nicole A. and Janelle. Kevin picks Nicole F. for houseguest choice. Enzo and Christmas are also picked. Sup, Fabio? You're coming in on the tail end of the stream, sadly, but hopefully you can watch the playback here in, at latest, a couple hours. BB Comics. Enzo wins. Uses it on Nicole A. The replacement nominee is Christmas. Christmas lashes out at David, who has an emotional breakdown. Bailey and Kevin bond. Bailey votes Janelle. Cody votes Christmas. Davon votes Christmas. Danny votes Christmas. David votes Christmas. 4-1. Enzo votes Janelle. Keisha votes Janelle. 4-3. Memphis votes Janelle. Nicole A. votes Janelle. Nicole F. votes Christmas. We have a tie. By a vote of 5-5, we have a tie. Kevin votes to evict. Janelle. Oh. Thanks, Fabio. I was planning on doing a special thing, but I thought, I mean, what's really the point? Like, I'm gonna have the community tab. I can always soon. I can always celebrate in there. Riley, I don't like. Nicole leaves the alliance with Enzo, Memphis, and Nicole Anthony. Nicole A wins HOH. Puts up Day and Bay. Ooh. Wow. Nicole A wins veto. Doesn't use it. David lashes at Bailey, and Cody flips Christmas's mattress. Christmas votes Davon. Cody votes Davon. Danny votes Bailey. David votes Davon. Enzo votes Bailey. Keisha votes Bailey. 3-3. Kevin votes Bailey. Memphis votes Bailey. Nicole F votes Bailey. 6-3. Bailey is evicted. I don't like these being the pre-jurors. And the fact that 3 of them could feasibly happen scares me. Nicole A leaves an alliance with Enzo and Keisha. Cody wins HOH. Puts up Christmas and Davon. Keisha wins veto. Uses it on Davon. Tyler got voted out third week in a 6-5. Cody's replacement nominee is Nicole F, who starts yelling at him. Ooh. Christmas, Nicole F. Christmas, Nicole F. 3-2. 4-2. Christmas. 6-2. Christmas, you've been evicted. Final 10. Nicole A wins HOH. Puts up Davon and Danny. Davon wins the veto. Uses it on herself. And Kevin is the replacement nominee. In the end, Kevin, Cody, Davon, David, Keisha, Memphis, all vote out Kevin. Enzo and Nicole F vote out Danny. So by a vote of 5-2, Kevin, you've been evicted. Alright, let's just speed racer through the rest. Why not? Ooh, a new alliance of 6. David, Enzo, Keisha, Memphis, and the Nicoles. Davon wins HOH. Puts up Cody and Memphis. Davon wins veto. Doesn't use it. David, Enzo, Keisha, and the Nicoles vote out Cody. By a vote of 5-1, Cody is evicted. Keisha wins HOH. Puts up Davon and Danny. Nicole A wins the veto. Doesn't use it. Wants to see Davon go. And doesn't get her wish. In the end, votes out Danny anyway, which causes Danny to go in a 3-2 vote. This final 7 is not very intriguing to me. I'm rooting for Davon or Keisha at this point. The alliance of Enzo and Memphis is no more. Enzo wins HOH. Targets Davon and Keisha. Enzo wins veto. Uses it on Keisha. Tries to backdoor David. But it doesn't work. Davon goes in a unanimous vote. Final 6. The alliance of Enzo, Keisha, and Nicole Anthony dissolves. So the only alliance left is this alliance of 6 at the final 6. That's great. Nicole F wins HOH. Puts up Keisha and David. Nicole A wins veto. Doesn't use it. By a vote of 2-1, Keisha goes. Final 5 of David, Enzo, Memphis, Nicoles. I don't want to root for anyone here. Maybe Enzo. I'll root for Enzo. He wins HOH. Yes. Nominates Memphis and David. Enzo wins veto. Yes. Doesn't use it. In the end, Memphis goes 2-0. Both Nicoles vote him out. Final 4, David, Enzo, and the Nicoles. Nicole A wins HOH, puts up Enzo and David. Nicole F wins veto, can't use it. David goes. Final 3. It is Enzo and the Nicoles. Enzo wins part 1. Nicole F wins part 2. And Nicole F wins the final HOH and evicts Nicole A. The final 2 is Nicole Franzel and Enzo. Nicole says she played a more loyal and social game. Enzo performed better on challenges, survived despite getting nominated twice, and didn't get a single vote against him. Nicole votes Nicole. David votes Enzo. Memphis votes Nicole. Keisha votes Enzo. Davon votes Enzo. Danny votes Nicole, 3-3. Cody votes Enzo. Kevin votes Nicole. It's all going to come down to Christmas's vote. Christmas votes. Congratulations, Nicole once again wins in a 5-4 vote, the first 2-time winner in BB history. I'm not sure how to feel about that. America's favorite house guest is Davon. The most popular by the end of the game was Davon. Who is the most popular house guest ever since week 6. Nicole Anthony had the most challenge wins, HOHs, tied for most vetoes. Davon and David were both nominated 5 times. Davon and Nicole Anthony were both saved with veto twice. And Christmas had 11 votes against her. Oh, alright. That has been, the stream. Sorry if it seemed like I was kinda rushing this. But, you know how it be. We were streaming for around 75 minutes. BB17, I'm working on it. I have to work out some copyright shit to make sure that people are actually able to watch it. But yeah. You guys have fun. Good night / good morning, wherever you are.